Hello and welcome back to Mo the Therapist. It is your girl Mo, and I'm here with some coffee today. What do you have to drink today? Tell me in the comment section. My personal goal, trying to really work on drinking more water. It'd be very hot here in the summer months, so really trying to work on doing that. But other than that, how have you been? How was last week? How was last weekend? How was this weekend? What is happening for you and in your space? Tell me down below. Of course, only share what you want to share. I'm clearing the space. Stay with freaking light right. Anyways, working on clearing the space to get ready for our reading. This will be the extended for Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So if you have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in any of those placements, this is going to be for you and that energy at that time. God, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, I want to tell you all thank you for the time you allow me to spend with the collective. I want to tell you guys thank you for the time you give me to do this. I also want to say thank you for all the things that we have in this life, whether it's what we want or what we don't want, we are grateful. I also want to ask you to protect us during this time and allow for us to gain some knowledge that will help us be better in our day to day lives. Please allow this reading to reach the earth signs that it is needed to reach, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of course. However, you need them to come here, please allow this message to do so. All right, let's go ahead and get started by shuffling and pulling more cards to go with this Knight of Cups. This Earth sign tells me a romantic energy is afoot or around you in your space. That's immediately what I think of when I think of that card. Okay, so there is a love energy here, and this person is not for you. This is this is this is an energy of feeling like things move too quickly. However, in the past, you could have had some kind of heartbreak, and this is looking more promising to you. It is moving really quickly, but I'm seeing it could be successful, but it's not necessarily the soulmate you were looking for. I'm more stuck with this lovers in the reverse because initially, without looking at these cards at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting this relationship is not for you. However, you could be looking at it like this is it. This relationship is the shit. That's how you could be looking at it. But Spirit, your team is probably like, oh, no. It's underneath. Mm. Three of Pentacles. They are not really truly wanting to work with you. They don't have the strength to be around you. They don't have the reciprocity, reciprocal energy that you're looking for. They won't reciprocate what you're putting out. So they make it look very promising. She or he may be very dreamy, but they don't give into the relationship in the way that you would give into it. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of sexual desire, There's a lot of sexual tension, but it is not a long lasting relationship. Yeah, sure. This relationship is going to be short lived. Think summer fling. Mm, this is not a, it's going to be a relationship you have to heal from. There's a lot of lessons here. Um, Introspection is needed at this time. I'm also picking hermit energy. You need to stay to yourself. The Ten of Pentacles is coming up, but this. That's telling me if you heal and move on, this is what you're gonna get. This you're gonna be rewarded with what you have desired. But you need to heal. The lovers are in reverse again. This is not this is not the energy that you want. You need to walk away from it. There is something being held from you. There are secrets. There is something that's not being illuminated to you. This person is trying to perceive themselves to be something that they're not. And then the Eight of Wands again. So they're moving things super quickly. This could be a love bombing situation. You need to sit down by yourself, take a moment, take a breather, and just hear the energies that are around you. Because then you have the Six of Cups, and this is telling me inner child would not be or is not pleased or appeased by this. You could be connected to a water sign because then you also have the Tower in the reverse with the Four of Swords. So there could have been a recent shakeup, a recent something that made you go, and now you're slowing down because of this. But you need to understand that there is something more for you. There is something more that is going to provide you more stability, more peace, more understanding. And this person is going to be more of what you've been looking for. There's some inner healing you need to work on, particularly surrounding your inner child wound. Um, yeah, this person really came in and just swept you off your feet. And then you're going to be asked to make a choice. There's going to be a choice that needs to be made. Okay. There's somebody in your energy that could be abusing their gifts. I know it looked like I was picking my nose. It was not. Promise. The nose piercing. See it right there? So cute and little. Yeah. I was poking my nostril on the inside. Anyways. So this person can be misusing their accounts, their gifts, their connection to the divine. They could have bad karma, or doing that is giving them bad karma. There's somebody that's creating fake accounts. They're spying on you. Um, stalking you, watching you like obsessively. Somebody's trying to threaten you and like per possibly with a girl fight, but that's just not working. Somebody has a bad reputation, or they may think you have a bad reputation. You could be an imposter, or you feel like you're suffering from imposter syndrome. But somebody also, probably the stalker that has fake accounts, has a bad reputation and they're probably trying to impersonate you. You're gonna start winning big or doing big and um getting that money, and then they're gonna start looking you up and learn, trying to study you, trying to get info on you. They're really gonna start trying to be like you, where they're threatened that they try to cause drama and you just weren't with that shit and you just cut it out, and now they're looking you up, they're trying to figure out what it is that you're doing or how did you get all that money. You also have happiness hater at the bottom of the deck, so this person's really just not happy, and they could have been trying to just utilize you for clout. They're just, like I said, this person's not really telling you the depths of their intentions, and you need to stop telling them your shit because they're telling other people. Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Telling telling you shit, telling your shit to everybody else, and probably people you don't even know. Probably just waking up and saying, "I'm gonna talk to little Susie Q over there." Hey, Susie Q, you know what Sierra's doing over there? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that one girl you think is your friend or sign is not. She's not. She's talking mess. She's telling everybody your business. Anybody and everybody that'll listen. She loves the drama. She do. Anyways, telling you, if you want more details or you're like, I need to know who's talking about me, who interested in any of those readings, let me know. I may have to create a new service for that because I'm not, to be honest, this is like as much drama as I really want to tap into with my energy, but because I like more of the healing aspect when it comes to tarot and stuff. So I like to use it more as a form of therapy, not as therapy, not to replace therapy. That is not how I use tarot, not to replace therapy. If there's something that I really, really need to go to therapy about, I will. I promise. I went in March 2020. Okay. It was quite great. We unlocked my mother wounds and father wounds. We touched a little bit on that. We sprinkled it a little bit. Hmm. And then she had a lot going on, and so then I ended up not going to her no more, and then just really started focusing more on my tarot and stuff and journaling about my things that happened to me and stuff. One of the best features iPhone did for that for an app was the journal app. Love that. I love it even more because now I can make my little mood boards on there. Anyways, I don't know why I talked about that. Maybe you needed to know that. Tell me in the comment section, I guess. Okay, yeah. So, what are the wisdom oracle themes here? What are the themes here? You got to keep it from falling on the floor. Come to the edge. Your theme this week is to take a leap of faith, trusting the divine, trusting where you're going. And there may be some fences. Mending the fence is exactly what I heard. But there may Be some fences that need mending. You have the yin energy, treasure island. And building blocks came out in reverse, so I'm taking this as you're going back to the drawing board. You're seeing where things didn't add up, where things didn't align, and you're looking to see what can I do to make sure they align for me now. So I really want X, Y, and Z to happen. What can I do to ensure that path is aligned for me? Um, but because it doesn't really get red, excuse me, in the reverse, we have building blocks here in the upright. And so I look at that as you are creating more structure in your life. You could be revisiting some routines. And that is why you have regeneration at the bottom of the deck. In community, you could be bridging the gap in your community. You could be creating or holding space for more people in your community. Um, really just creating a space of love and nourishment for those that need that kind of space in your community, in your world, whether it be friends, family. I was gonna say cousins, but that's family. Or your soul tribe that you meet and just solely feel aligned. You are creating and holding space for them. You could even be showing them the way to mend certain things. Even, get this, even if you don't do that yourself. It's like you have the knowledge and skills, but there's something within you that blocks you from being able to do that. And I can speak for myself in this case. I really, when it comes to certain things, especially if I feel like it's that person's karma or dealing, I have this thing where I avoid the whole thing until one day I wake up and, okay, I'm gonna deal with it today. And then usually, excuse me. Okay, so I never really knew anything about a confirmation burp until I was watching a few people, and then I started doing my own readings more consistently, and gosh dang, every time I say something like that. Anyways, I forgot what I was freaking gonna say. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say, so it's not important, I suppose. Okay, if I watch it back and I remember, I'll tell you in the comments section because I forgot. I hate it when my brain does that. Makes me feel so sad. But it's alright. If you guys are interested in any more readings with me, you can book a personal on my website. It will be in the description box below. Actually, you might be on my website already because this is the weekly tea for June 22nd through June 28th for Earth signs. So if you are, you can find the book section somewhere and book an appointment. If you're on your phone, it's probably going to be like the three little tabbies at the top over here somewhere. And gonna click that, and then it's gonna come down, and then at the bottom it'll say book appointment. hmm And remember, my personal readings have a 24 to 48-hour turnover, depending how busy I am. Right now, I'm not too terribly busy, so it should be about a 24-hour turnover. But like in like few months from now, I might be extremely busy and you might have to wait 2 days for it. So it just depends. So make sure that if you're really wanting a reading and you want it quicker, now would be the time to get in before my books get filled up. All right. So I really appreciate your time and your energy. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to hold space for you and your energy. May peace and love fill you today with many, many blessings coming your way. Peace and